Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. We have a very, very special guest with us today, Timothy Blaine, who is also my uncle, Uncle Tim. So I'm going to give a second for him to introduce himself. Uncle Tim, go ahead.
Hello, people. My name is Timothy Blaine. I'm an author and also a YouTuber. It's great to see you, be here with my niece.
Yeah. So, Uncle Tim, tell us a little bit about your books. Let's just kind of start off there.
Okay, so your podcast is called The Healing.
Yeah, it's all about healing.
Okay, well, I'm a healed person.
Yeah.
I wrote a book. It's called Meth Monster because I
Mhm.
was a addict for several years. 25 years ago, uh, God delivered me, and shortly after that, I wrote a book about it, about what my deliverance was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go a little bit further in the book because I remember that's kind of how I met you. My mom told me about you, and then we started writing letters to one another. And then shortly thereafter, I think that was when you wrote your book.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was the first one. I kept writing after that. I've written a total of 9 books. I'm kind of stuck in the middle of number 10.
yeah.
This is the only, nonfiction book.
So and then you said you were on meth for 25 years.
No, I was on meth for 17 years, and I've
Okay.
been clean from meth for 25 years.
For 25 years. Wow. So what got you into that in the first place, Uncle Tim?
What got me into the drugs?
Yeah.
Well, that was a time. I'm a person with HIV,
Hmm.
and it was a very scary time for my community.
Hmm.
Uh, And I think it was just a way of escaping because it was strange that I would start doing drugs right when I should have stopped doing everything. You know,
Yeah.
this was back in the 80s.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And it,
I found escape in that particular drug. That's what happened.
you found an escape in that drug.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Where did you how did you what like where'd you get it from when you first started?
Meth.
Yeah.
Oh, I was already drinking. I had been drinking for several years, maybe 5 or 6 years in Los Angeles. I consider myself an alcoholic then.
Hmm.
And I kept hearing about, I was in AA meetings starting at 25 years old, and I kept hearing about this particular drug, right? And so when I had a relapse from Alcoholics Anonymous, first thing I did was I wanted to try that drug. And
Yeah.
somebody came up to me in the bar, offered it to me. I tried it, I liked it, and then I was stuck, you know. Didn't take that long to get stuck on it. So I abandoned alcohol, and then that was the next 17 years.
Okay. And then in the book Meth Monster, you also speak about your incarceration. Are you okay speaking about that?
Yeah, I'm okay speaking about everything.
Okay.
Doesn't bother,
Okay.
doesn't bother
So so tell us what made you go in? What did you go in for?
Okay, so when I first started doing the meth, the only way I knew to make any money, I think I was 28 years old,
Hmm.
by stealing. I was what they called a booster. I
Yeah.
had worked my entire life until I found meth. Then I made my money as a booster, stealing from stores and returning items.
Yeah.
So I went in and out of jail, I think around 30 times. I was just in and out, in and out, in and out of Los Angeles County Jail, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, of course, the courts are going to eventually say, no, you're a habitual criminal. And they sent me to prison for 3 years.
Hmm.
And so I ended up in San Quentin State Prison. That's how I got to San Francisco. I
Right.
lived in LA, but they sent me all the way up here. And when I got out, I just stayed in San Francisco. I didn't go back to Los Angeles.
And you said San Quentin?
San Quentin. Yeah, so I was in prison 10 times. Uh, when I
Okay.
when I got up to San Francisco, I immediately started selling drugs.
Hmm.
Right. I didn't want to go back to prison, so I figured I didn't want to steal anymore, and
Right.
it lost its thunder. And so I started selling drugs, and that's why I just kept going back to prison every year for the next what was it? For the next 10 years.
And San Quentin is a really bad prison, correct?
Yeah, it's an old prison. It's one of the oldest prisons in California. San Quentin and Folsom.
Okay.
I went to San Quentin because that's where they had an HIV unit at,
Mhm.
and that's where they sent us. When I got out, generally speaking, you get out of a California prison, they give you $200, what they call gate money, so you don't go out there and rob somebody or something in desperation.
Right.
But they told me that I wouldn't be getting that because since I was from Los Angeles, I could pick the money up when I got back to Los Angeles. So they gave me $100. That was only enough to get high, and that's what I did.
Wow. And you said in and out for 30 years. So
No, not 30 years. I was in
no,
and
I
out
mean, sorry, 30 times. Sorry, 30 times.
of jail,
Right.
then 10
Okay.
times in and out of prison.
Okay. Wow,
That's-
Uncle Tim. So when you first started going in and out of jail, you were here in Indiana.
No, I
No.
never did anything nefarious in Indiana. This all
Okay.
started after I started doing drugs. So I didn't even do drugs for the first 10 years
Hmm.
in LA, somewhere like that. In
Yeah.
Los Angeles, it came later on.
Okay.
But I went to jail in LA.
And San Quentin, what is like some of the like what is that a jail famous for? Like, because I know I
Being in
hear
prison.
horrible things about it. So what is it?
Right. Well, it's not Alcatraz. We have another prison called Alcatraz here.
Right.
That was a
Yeah.
federal prison, and San Quentin was the state prison version of that. Right. It was
Mhm.
also on a little island. They only sent us there because that's the only place they housed people with HIV at the time. No one understood what that meant at that time. People were dying very suddenly,
Yeah.
and we had to be quarantined. So they quarantined us in San Quentin in what used to be the gym. San Quentin used to be a place where they trained people for, I don't know why, but they had a big gym there, and they were known for people having fights there with other prisons, kind of thing. So they converted all that into a unit for HIV people.
Okay. But you weren't in on that. You didn't have to fight other people, did you?
No. The gym had gone. It had been converted into a
Okay.
dormitory.
Okay.
I think
And
it was
what was
like
that?
150 people.
And what was that like for you being in there with HIV and not really did you guys have medication? Like what was that like back then?
Yeah, we had medication, but there really wasn't very much around at that time.
Hmm.
I mean, there was AZT. We took, what they gave us.
Yeah.
Somehow or other, I never got really sick with HIV.
Hmm.
But yeah, we were definitely separated, quarantined. So I didn't deal with any hardship because I was that.
Okay. Well, that's definitely a blessing.
Right.
Um, and what was it like being in prison? Were you still doing drugs while you were in there? Were you trying to find ways like because you had to been going through detox as well, correct?
No, not from meth. Basically, you go to sleep on meth. So I had already been locked up for several months waiting to go to prison. So when I
Hmm.
got there was no withdrawal. There was never any real withdrawal from crystal meth. I mean, all these different drugs have different side effects
Hmm.
or attributes. Uh, detox was never one with meth.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But what made you get into it in the first place, Uncle Tim? Like, where was it just hardship? Was it just life? Was it just pure pressure?
No, as I said, it was. I think it was attached to AIDS. There was an epidemic. I felt like our world was coming to an end,
Hmm.
and I chose that to escape. It could have been any drug. It didn't have necessarily have to be meth.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't. When you're on drugs, you don't really think about dying or medications or anything really. Not even rent.
Hmm.
So it just kind of consumes you. So it all becomes just about getting high.
Okay.
So that's a lot easier. People, I mean, it looks horrible when you see it on the street and so forth, but it's actually easier because you're just living from hit to hit, and that's really all you care about.
Wow. Okay. Um, and so when we started writing when you were in prison, what was that like for you when you first received my letter? Because I think I was 15 and my mom told me, "Hey, this is your Uncle Tim," and then I just wrote you a letter.
Yeah, I remember our communication when I was
Yeah.
there, but I think I was at the tail end of getting high at that point.
Okay.
I had made up my mind. I'd started going to church. I became a new believer.
Hmm.
And that's where my battle kind of began. I think you and Gigi, our other cousin,
Uh-huh.
right? I wrote both of your letters.
Oh,
Yeah, because my plan was to move forward without going back to drugs. And as it turned out, it worked.
yeah.
I turned my faith over to God, and He delivered me. That's my language.
Oh,
I mean, people have different kinds of language when they're dealing with drug addiction, ex-drug addiction. Some people say once a drug addict, always a drug. Well, if I haven't done drugs in 25 years, I'm not calling myself a drug addict.
right.
But I consider myself to be delivered.
Absolutely. Oh, that's such a blessing. I love hearing that. So you said Gigi wrote you too?
I wrote him.
Oh, okay.
I wrote-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you kind of sound like G, or it's like I could tell G kind of gets his voice from us because talking to you, I can hear G, and then I can see Granny in you. So it's just
Well, we had Christmas Eve together. He lives here now.
yeah. Oh, you did. Oh my goodness, how is he?
He's great. He's done great. I think he's been on his job for 12 years now.
Yeah, yeah.
He got his own place, and it's hard to get your own place to get settled here, but he came and settled in really good. I
That's
think he's
good.
been
I
to
know. I
12.
need to get out there.
Yeah, at least to visit. Yeah, your
Yeah,
mom was here a couple times. Yeah.
I know. I'm definitely coming out there next. So, Uncle Tim, tell us about some of your other books and what are those books about?
Mhm. So, as I said, I became a new baby Christian.
Yeah.
I was very excited about my newfound faith, and it was working for me, right? So I wrote a second book, a novel
Hmm.
called Love and Gospel Music.
Uh-huh.
What's Wrong with Telling the Damn Truth?
Yeah.
That was my first novel. It was pretty big. That's my biggest book, actually.
Yeah.
But that was a coming of age story, right? There
Hmm.
are some of it reflects my own personal experience, but it's fiction. It's coming of age story. And then I became a writer. I wrote 4 books in that series,
Yeah.
Love and Gospel Music. Then I had one called Epiphany. Most people consider this to be my best book. The
Okay.
Epiphany is also a spiritual book. Then I wrote Muse.
Hmm.
Muse. That was also. They're all spiritual books. It's a series, and the
Yeah.
last one in that series was called The Label, which is a ghost story. Mhm.
Oh, a ghost story. What do you mean by a ghost story?
Well, it's all the whole series is based on a record company, a gospel record company, and it
Mhm.
explores the relationship between gay men and the music industry, gospel music industry, because there are a whole lot of people in there. When I got clean and I got out and started going to church and so forth, I realized that there was a tremendous amount of people in gospel music.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I started the series.
Okay.
It ended up in the label because the record company that they started was actually haunted.
Hmm.
It deals with spirits. All my books basically deal with spirits. And so
Yeah.
after that series, what I do now, my occupation now is I'm a YouTuber.
Hmm.
I have a YouTube channel. I've got I think 25 or 3,000 videos on YouTube. Correct.
Wow.
And the sector where I communicate is called the beef sector, right?
Hmm.
So I wrote a new series. It's called Murder in the Beef Sector.
Hmm.
That was the first one. And then Deadly Wager. And then the last one in that series was Who Shot the Caller?
Wow. That's
Right.
a powerful title.
Right. Well, they explore people doxing people. Apparently, they just doxed the wrong person and they ended up. These are all murder mysteries.
Hmm.
Uh, so it is totally fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did one other book. What was the last one? The last book I did just recently, I think last year. The Battle.
Hmm.
The
And what's that
Battle.
one?
The Battle starts with that experience with San Quentin State Prison and getting out the first time. But it's basically about a spirit battling with uh, fentanyl makers. He's
Wow.
he basically the spirit is killing all the drug dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite an experience. I got stuck. I was writing a sequel to that book, and I kind of got writer's block. I mean,
Hmm.
I've gotten like 3/4 of the way through, and I haven't been able to go back over there on that one. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just stop, and then sometimes it'll come back, and sometimes it won't. So we'll see. I'm hoping that I'll get inspired to do something else.
Well, yeah. So you're not just a YouTuber, you're an author. So that's
Yeah.
pretty huge, Uncle Tim. That is
Right.
huge.
Yeah. So I'm what I guess you would call retired person. In other words, I don't work, so I have a lot of time on my hands. And when you
Yeah.
do retire, you find things to do. You know.
Yeah.
How long have you had your channel?
I've been podcasting. It'll be 4 years in June of next year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But are you on YouTube?
I am, but I'm not. I'm just now starting to like really pick it up and really get into it because I wasn't really into it for a while. So that's fairly new. It's been about a month.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll look you up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely look me up and subscribe. I gotta look you up as well. Because I didn't know that you had your own YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I've had one for I think 9 years.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I definitely did not know that. I'm sorry, Uncle Tim. But it's like I said, like you said, it's such a blessing. So your deliverance is kind of what led you to start writing and stuff as well.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Wow.
I was in like a recovery halfway house kind of thing.
Hmm.
And one morning I just woke up and the spirit, what I call, I mean, people think different ways about how things come to you. But for me, the spirit told me to just go to my computer, turn it on and write. So I had never even thought about writing up until that day.
Yeah.
And I just sat there and I just started and then it all flowed out of there.
That's amazing. That's kind of what happened with me. My deliverance was just to start just spoken word poetry.
Uh-huh.
Just start talking, start saying it. And then I wrote my book based off of my poetry. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I have your book here. Now I haven't read them. I have so many that I haven't read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I have your book.
You have my book?
Yeah.
What?
In my Kindle. All my books are in my Kindle.
What? Thank you.
You know, we have to open up our books. Mhm.
Yeah, we do. Uncle Tim. Oh my gosh. It's just, oh, this is just such a blessing. This is just making my day being able to talk to you and see you because I don't get to see you. But it just definitely reminds me of when you were here and how much fun that was.
Right, right. It's good that I'm glad Gigi's here because that's my exposure to family. Finally, after
Yeah.
over 40 years, in California.
Yeah. Where is he tonight? Is he just doing is he working?
Oh, I assume he's working. Let me see. I know he was off Christmas and Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But he lives about maybe 3 miles away from me.
Oh, okay. So he's not too far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We see each other mostly on holidays, but we see each other every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. But how have you been just ever since you've been delivered? Just what is your daily life like?
Well, I'm involved with my church. I'm involved with my writing, YouTube. It's kind of that. I have a dog, so he keeps me busy.
Hey, what's your dog's name again?
Squeenie.
Squeaky.
Squeenie, I said your name. Let me show you Squeenie. Give me your bum up here. Oh, there he is. Hey, hi. Hello, Robin. Yeah, he keeps me busy with his. Mhm.
Well,
You
that's
know,
good.
I don't know how people have time to work. It seems like uh, you just find ways to fill it up.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Right.
But
But you have to do your time. I'm on Social Security, so my
yeah.
time, my number came up. I'm 65. So actually, I'm 68. I'm about to be 68. So
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
didn't know you were that much older than my mom. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Your mom was the baby of the family.
Yeah. That is too funny. It's just so funny just because I could just see my mom and you. I could see Auntie Bond. I could see G. It's just like, it's just so amazing when you never really get to see family. And now seeing you now is just, I'm just in awe over here right now.
Right, right. Me as well. Me as well.
What else was I going to say? Now I forgot what I was about to say. Sorry, Uncle Tim.
Mhm.
But so on your journey on this spiritual journey, what else
Right.
have you kind of gained from all the writing, all the drugs? Like, what's the number one thing that you gained that you can kind of tell the listeners on how to just definitely go to God?
Yeah, yeah. To believe, to have faith. Yeah, I'm not a particularly religious person. I don't go
Mhm.
to my church for them to tell me what to do and things like that. But
Mhm.
I have been a member of my church for almost the day since I left prison. So it's
Yeah.
been 25 years as well, and I'm an usher there. So I'm involved in my community in that way. But my relationship started when I say Christ, when
Mhm.
Christ delivered me from Vacaville State Prison, which is another prison.
Yeah.
Right. When I left that prison, I knew I'd never use drugs again. And I knew
Okay.
that while I was still in there, when I was released, first thing I did was call our grandmother,
Mhm.
grandmother, your great grandmother, I guess.
Yeah.
I called her. I hadn't talked to her in 17 years, but
Mhm.
somehow or other, I knew call her, and we start talking regularly
Yeah.
until the time she passed. Hmm.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. That's so good.
Yeah, it's annoying kind of thing. Hmm.
Yeah, you used to talk to great grandmother. Oh
Oh,
my goodness. That is just, oh my gosh. And then so being in and out of prison for 10 years, what kept causing you to go back? Just still the
selling
drugs?
drugs, selling drugs. They don't allow that.
The selling the drugs. Okay, so
I have some thoughts about selling drugs. I mean, most people will say, "Oh my God, you a drug dealer? Oh, you're killing people. Oh, yeah." No, honey, if you're in that life,
mhm,
then you can't buy drugs at Walgreens, right? We sold drugs
right.
to each other because I was an addict and I had been for several years. Uh, Eventually, I ended up selling drugs. That was my community. No matter what you think about the community, it still was a community. It was a group of people,
Mhm,
and yeah. So, I mean, I wasn't living on the streets or anything like that. My partner had passed in
mhm,
Los Angeles right before I went to the last time.
yeah.
So, I always lived in him after I started using dope. Now I had no other no resources, period.
Yeah.
So I had to sell drugs in order to survive.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept going back. It's basically, you get sentenced. I got sentenced to 3 years, and then you have what they call a tail. So you have your own parole for 3 years after you get out. So basically,
Mhm,
you never get off of it if you're in that life.
mhm.
I mean, it's 3 years. So anytime they see you or have an encounter with you, they can arrest you again.
Okay. And that's kind of basically what happened with you.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
And what was it?
read the Meth Monster. It tells the whole thing.
No, I did. I read it a long time ago, but now I don't remember it. So I
Right.
have to read it over again.
Yeah.
Um, what what was your thought process when that kept happening? Were you just like, dang, I'm going back again? Or were like, what
You
was
don't
it?
think about that. That's part of it. I mean, it goes along with selling drugs. If
Hmm.
people who sold drugs, I was a street dealer, right?
Hmm.
If you never went to prison, people started questioning, "Well, why are you staying out of prison?" Hey, then you're telling. It's how you're staying out. Some
Yeah.
people did that. I didn't. I wouldn't did my time. But
And
you can get used to anything, Robin. I was
and
just
were you ever scared selling drugs?
scared.
Hmm.
Towards the end, I was robbed in the Tenderloin, or someone attempted to rob me, or
Hmm.
hit me over the head with a beer bottle and grabbing my backpack, which I assumed they thought the drugs were in the backpack. There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
But that started my process that these people were willing to kill me over this thing, right?
Hmm.
There was violence going on all the time. I was not having a good time anymore. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the primary thing. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, why are you doing it?
Right. Yeah.
And so, yeah,
Oh, I love that. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, why are you doing it? So, and you said the tenderloin. What's the tenderloin?
that's the worst area in San Francisco. So it's like the ghetto.
And what city is that in?
San Francisco.
Oh, it's in San Francisco. Okay. Okay.
It's just a
Man,
neighborhood. It's a
and
neighborhood
that's
in San Francisco. It's a heavily drug area.
okay.
I
And they
discovered that
still
in the last book I talked about the battle. That's where
Mhm.
that starts at, in the tenderloin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to read all these. I'm gonna have to get some time. Is your book on audio tape?
Yeah, they're all audio books now. If
Okay. I'm
you're
gonna have
gonna
to.
pick one to read, pick this one. The
Okay.
Epiphany.
Okay.
I
And
got great
why
reviews on that.
specifically that one, Uncle Tim?
Well, I got great reviews on that book.
Okay.
I got 2-page reviews on that on Amazon.
Hmm.
I think it's my best work. You know, you hate to, it's like you have children. You don't want to say, well, I like that child better than that child, whatever. I
Right.
loved all of them when I was doing them, you know. But that one got the best. A lot of people liked it. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have anything any messages for Yvonne or my mom?
I talked to them. I talked to Yvonne yesterday, your mom, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
We still talk. They know
Yeah.
them. I mean, I think they're happy because, of course, back in the 80s, person told you they had HIV, you know, you assume that this is going to be a tragic thing and we're going to
Mhm.
lose you. And it didn't turn out that way. And they were there for that. So I think they're very proud that I'm not in prison. Because usually when I called them, I was calling from prison. You know, so people will give up after the 8th or 9th or 10th time. They would kind of say, okay, he's not going to make it. But I did make it. And I'm very healthy. And
Yeah.
all things considered, I've had HIV for over 35 years. Hey,
Mhm.
be quiet.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he reacts to anybody walking in the hall. Mhm.
Oh, okay. And then what was it? I remember when you guys were talking about how you used to pick on my mom and Aunt Yvonne.
Right. Well, that's what I do on YouTube.
What do you mean?
I'm in the beef sector. All we do is pick on each other.
Ah,
That's it. We beef.
really? What do you mean?
So,
What do you be saying, Uncle Tim?
well, Yvonne, she still has a little bit of attitude about that because I mean, I teased her like most boys and girls tease when they're teenagers,
Yeah.
pre-teen, whatever. I always teased her, but I just say I tease people now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the personality, I
And
guess.
didn't you put like a water hose or something in my mom's room?
Oh yeah, I put a water hose under their bedroom door.
Uh-huh.
Right there, I put furniture on their beds. Yeah, you're right there. I didn't bother Cheryl. Cheryl was more amused by it.
Yeah.
John was much more sensitive, right? So the more you get on their nerves, then you want to do it more, you know.
Right. That is so funny because that's exactly what Derek did to me. That I don't I don't get it.
It's natural, right? You're supposed to pick on you.
I don't understand that. Brothers can be so mean sometimes.
Right.
But that's good. I love that, Uncle Tim. I definitely am going to start reading that, and I'm definitely going to put all of your books and everything in the show notes. Do you have a website or anything, or just the
No,
YouTube channel?
it's just Amazon.
Oh, the Amazon.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Amazon.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'll put that down in the show notes. The Amazon for all of your books, and then what is your YouTube channel called?
Timothy Blaine. That's my name.
Timothy Blaine.
That's my name. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll put that all in the show notes. Did
Mhm.
you have any other particular messages to give the listeners or anything, Uncle Tim?
Turn to Jesus. It's the
Yeah.
only way I know. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, I don't understand everything spiritual.
Mhm.
I don't even understand why people feel it's so important that we have to have a perfect understanding of God. We just have
Mhm.
to know that He is, right?
Right.
And He is a deliverer. That's my experience. And that's all I can share with anybody. It
Yeah.
worked for me. It's been 25 years after
Yeah.
going in and out. So 30 years in jail, 10 years in prison. That's 40 times locked up, right?
Yeah.
And then for it to be gone like that, honey, and after only one I turned to was Christ.
Yeah.
So I turned my faith to Him. I began to believe. And this was a lot of opposition, you know, this thing with the church and the gays and all that. And then they had the gay marriage, so everybody was talking about that. You know, a lot of that stuff attacks your faith.
Yeah.
What I understand is nothing's going to attack my faith. It's personal. It's
Mhm.
personal. It happened. I pray to God right now. I know Him. I know Him to be real. And I think
Absolutely.
that's what you need to get by, honey.
Absolutely. I love that, Uncle Tim. And I love you said he is the deliverer. Yes.
Absolutely. The reason that he was going running around delivering people, showing you who he was.
Yeah.
I can only touch the hem of his garment. In other words, I can touch the faith. Because I had no faith before that, none. I was busy selling drugs,
Right.
you know,
Right.
until I needed them.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, thank you again so much for coming on, Uncle Tim. It's been lovely having you on here.
Where can I see the episode?
I'm actually going to get ready to upload everything, and then I'll send it all to you via email. I'll send you the links, and then the reels and all of that I create. I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good talking to you, Robin. I'm glad you're doing well. You have 2 kids now, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how old are your kids now?
Uh, Mariah is 17. She'll be
Oh my
18 next
goodness.
year, and then Makai, he's about to be 14.
All of you had one boy and one girl.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Nobody had 2 girls and nobody had 2 boys. Oh, say hello to the family.
I definitely will, because wait a minute, how old is Vanessa? Vanessa is 19 now, so she'll be 20 next year. But then Alex and Makai are 2 months apart, so they're both 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
More teenagers.
Yeah.
Get through it, baby. All right.
Definitely more teenagers. So yeah.
That's gonna be a rough period. Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, hold on, Uncle Tim. But thank you again, everyone, to all my listeners. Again, I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing Podcast. And thank you again to Timothy Blaine. Everyone, stay blessed.